I think in Latin America, stablecoins is a lived experience. It's not something that's a theory.
Hmm.
Like in Argentina, 60% of the population use stablecoins. Like that's not something you have to train people how to use. And so in the US, it's a little more like, okay, why would I use
I
stablecoins?
think
Because I have
Americans
a,
don't quite get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I have a stable US currency. Amazing. That's fantastic. A lot of countries don't have that.
Yes.
And so the fact that you have this dollar denominated coin that you can almost instantly transfer your local currency to is a huge, huge selling point. And so what we started realizing, and again, a big part of this was the Genius Act passing, which started making it more kosher to talk through stablecoin, was that a lot of the infrastructure we had could now be adapted towards stablecoin. And going back to your question earlier, the reason we can do that is because, again, we maintain our own ledger. So we don't have to have two separate ledgers, one for USDC, one for USD. It all feeds into the same thing. And so as soon as the Genius Act passed, it was one of those things where I would say it's a little bit founder led. I was just like, this is happening. Like, this is not debatable. Like, we're,
Stablecoin
we're
founder
going to
mode.
go build
Yes.
this whole thing. And in fact, even today, I mean, you can ask our team. We have 3 stand-ups every day, not every day, every week, and I run them directly.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's that important that we move everything onto stablecoin because I see that as absolutely the future. And specifically for LATAM, which is one of the highest corridors of stablecoin usage, it just becomes something that people know how to use and the product becomes a lot better.
Yeah.
I think the second part on stablecoin that I think is very interesting is when we sell it to these enterprises, we actually don't pitch stablecoin directly. We actually pitch it as Jeeves Instant Pay. But the inside is stablecoin. And the reason that's important
Mhm.
is when you talk to a CFO at an enterprise company, they don't care as much on the technology side. They care, can I trust you? Is the money going to show up? And then is this something where, the cost is better than what I have right now? And if they don't think the money is going to show up, it doesn't matter what the technology is, because at the end of the day, they're going to get probably fired.
Yeah.
And so we have to win that trust. And we almost kind of guarantee it with the Jeeves brand of like, hey, you use us for all these other things, trust us on this, and we'll make sure it shows up. And that's how we kind of sell the product in region. And that's been a huge driver of the volume that we're seeing. And our TPV has increased from about 400 million 2 years ago to north of 3 billion right now. And we're probably going to touch about 6 billion this year. So it's significantly increased. And a big part of that is because we have the stablecoin as the infrastructure in between.